Hey guys, welcome back. Just a quick update on my progress on this Radiola 61-8. When I left off, I talked about using the 105 epoxy resin with the hardener and using a filler. Then I started thinking back about a product that I use a lot on my woodworking, and it's the Timbermate wood filler, which is a water-based product and extremely safe to work with, and you can use it on plastic as well, and metal, wood, so it's very versatile. So after cleaning the cabinet and doing just a little bit of light sanding, just enough to make the surface just a little rough to the touch with some 320 grit sandpaper, and giving it a good bath again, and then blowing everything off, I started just working in the wood filler again, the Timbermate wood filler in these areas. And then you can see this is a high area here, and this was a low area and a low area here, but again, this is real smooth to the touch. Maybe just a little bit more sanding's needed right here in this area, but you just take your fingers, and you guys are doing this at home, you're doing some fairing after you put the product on and do some sanding. Just rub your fingers over it. Be a good indicator of your craftsmanship or your work. But it filled in really nicely. You can see I had these I had this big void over here on this side. That took about I think 2 or 3 steps to get that where it needed to be, with some adequate drying time in between. And if you look at this other side here, I'm just covering up a flaw that was in this area here and this area here, and there was a crack right in here, if that's showing up hopefully on camera. I think I'll be able to kind of hide that once I throw some primer on. Now these grill bars, it feels fairly flush. I'm not sure how well they'll be disguised, but you know, this thing's going to look a heck of a lot better than it did before, for sure. Again, this was another low spot here. You can see just a little bit of buildup. Same here, that was a hairline crack, and here was the main crack, and it was actually just a little bit high on one side, low here on the top side of the brake line. Thus you can see, you know, where the wood filler or the Timbermate filled in that area. So again, just to look inside the cabinet, I have done nothing with it, and most likely I will not. Again, the value of the radio is really just a sentimental value, so I'm going to probably just leave this as is. There's no need to take those extra steps, in my opinion, on this particular radio. But anyway, hey, I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is a really quick update, but you know, this took a few hours to do, because again, a couple of these voids were rather deep, and I just put them in small layers, let that dry, and then applied additional material so I'd make sure that it dried well. Up next, we'll take and put a primer that adheres to the bakelite on the cabinet, and then we'll look at painting the cabinet, and then I'm going to use a special technique, or at least attempt to try to create some of the bakelite swirls that you typically see in the bakelite material. So folks, hey, thanks for following this restoration along. I was going to try to show some of this work on camera, but it was really just too tedious. And again, it's not said a lot to it. Just taking wood filler, this product is water-based. You can get the thickness that you need just by applying just a little bit of water, put it on, it dries. Like I said, I think I'll let the first coating set up about an hour or so. And as long as it doesn't load the sandpaper up, you know you're good. And then again, some very light sanding. So starting to take shape for sure.